Hey, Skid Row Trash here, and I'm still playing this PLAYERUNKNOW'S BATTLEGROUNDS game. I can't stop playing it, I'm having too much fun. But anyways, I thought I would make a little tips video with some tricks and tips and cool things that I found out. So, here's a bunch of things that might help you survive in the Battlegrounds. So my first tip is about these church buildings. Normally what you see with these is somebody sort of hides along here. They'll be hiding like here, like this, or whatever, or along one of these other places, just waiting for somebody to come along and then, you know, kill the shit out of them. But I actually found a cool little place that most people don't know about. Watch this. Look at this little place. Come around the little corner here, and look, you got a nice little area. You're totally safe from all sides, so you can just sort of like look out and, you know, shoot the guys like this. Oh shit, there's one of the guys right there. Fuck. Where's this guy? He's gone over there. Anyways, this is a safe location for hiding out. If you need to hide out somewhere for a while, try and survive, you'll want to come to here if you're near one of these church places. Great spot. So another of these tips I thought of is trying to find a good place to land. And one of the places that's the best to land is somewhere that always has a car. And here's one right here. Let's take a look at it. So we're aiming for right there. Those little buildings there always have a car every single time in that garage. And I've seen this configuration of buildings elsewhere in the game, and they also always have a car. So if you're looking to start off somewhere that has a ride out of there all the time, go for these buildings. So we're just landing. Alright, we just landed at these buildings. Now see, they've got a nice garage there. Oh, there's a guy right behind that. There he is right there. But here's our car. We're out of here. No, they're out of here. As you can see, starting off with the car is always good. That guy wants to start off with a car a little bit more than I do. So there they go. But as you can see, there was a car here. Great starting spot. There's a few of these around the map like this, with these buildings like this, all the same. So keep your eye out for those ones. So this next tip is extremely important, and it's not actually my tip. A friend of mine, Vengeful Gaming, showed me last night, and it blew my mind when he showed me this. I couldn't believe it. It explains why I've always been getting my ass kicked. Especially at the very end of the game, when it's down to like 3 players. I always lose at that point. I can never figure out why, but now I know why. Watch this. See all this grass? I have my settings for foliage on Ultra. See, you're down here in the grass like this, right? And it's the end of the match, and you're like, fuck. Is there guys running over there? Is there a guy like right there? I don't know. I can't see him. I can't shoot, right? Because there's shit all over in your face, right? Look at this. But watch this. Go to settings. Go to your graphics. Find foliage, which I thought meant everything green, basically. Tree leaves and everything. But apparently it's only the grass. Put it on very low. Now look through it. Look at this. You can see fucking everybody. That's why I've always been getting killed. I'd be like crawling through the grass thinking I'm safe, but look, I'm totally out in the open for people to have low settings. So I thought, you know, it would be best playing it on Ultra, but actually with foliage, it's best playing on very low, so you'll get an advantage that way. It's pretty hilarious. But you can see like everything like this. Look at that. Major difference. This next tip is a little bit obvious. People probably already know it, but you see these things dropping in the distance, these special crates or whatever. They have really cool guns and stuff like that in them. They're the best things to get, so everybody's going to be going for them. So one thing that's actually really good to do is just get up real close to them and just sort of keep your sights around them and keep a watch out when you're up close, and people will go running up for them and then just pick them off. So it's use it more as bait rather than a reward package, and that'll get you some kills. One other thing, actually, I'm just running up along here. Something a lot of people forget to do is close the fucking doors behind them. See, like right here, I can tell somebody's in the area. Somebody's already searched through here. They've searched through here. You know, they leave the doors open, so it's basically like saying, hey, I was here, and I might still be somewhere in the area. So keep a watch for the doors open like that. That's another one of those tips for you. So this next trick has to do with gun attachments. And imagine you're running along, you see a gun attachment you want on the ground, but your inventory's full. Imagine this is full. I couldn't get rid of anything because I have too much stuff that I want. Well, you can actually pick up a thing directly in the vicinity area on the ground. You drag it over like this and drop it right on your gun. And even with a full inventory, this still works because on your gun doesn't count as inventory. And you're not putting it in your inventory, you're just dragging it directly to your gun. So now it's just equipped straight off the ground. So that actually saves you time and inventory space if you don't want to mess around with your inventory. That's another little tip. Here's another little trick that I like to do. It's a pretty good one also. See, as you're driving along, you'll use up gas in your car, right? And I drove along, I found this other car. So I'm like, okay, switch cars, right? Now I got a full tank of gas in this car. But that's not all. You also got to go like this. Shoot this other fucking car up. Look at that, we shot the tires up. If anyone gets into this thing, they're going to be fucked. And also, everybody's going to run over here because they hear the sound of gunshots. So hopefully, people will run over here and they'll attack and kill each other, making it less people for you to deal with. So then you just take off. Just leave your shitty car back there and let them fight it out. That's a cool trick. This next tip is kind of a landing trick or a starting trick or even a place to go trick. Right here is a gun range. There's tons of weapons there. I'm going to see if I can land it from the plane with this drop. See, I'm looking directly at it now. Hopefully a whole bunch of other people haven't gone there. There's so many guns here, it's ridiculous. Let's go check it out. I think there's only a couple other guys here, but it looks like they're landing in the village. See, from the sky, this actually looks like ruins. Even up close, it kind of looks like ruins, like it's a piece of shit area. But wait until you see all the guns that they got. It's insane. All along each of these two little places, covered in guns. There, see, we've got a nice little gun already. There's like so many of them though. All along here, guns and ammo. Now in here, when you're looking around for stuff, not only in the gun racks are there guns, but if you keep going around, the barrels usually have stuff on them too. Pretty much any place that's a surface has a chance of having, you know, guns in here. There's just so many of them in this one little area. So it's a gun range, I guess. It's realistic. So this next thing's not so much a trick, it's just something that some people don't know about. So if you're aiming down the sight, well, first off, this regular just aiming as you're running along. Then there's, you can tap it to look down the sights like this. Another one is you can hold down the button, so you can have a slow like this. And this is actually a very slow, stealthy way to move like this, with your gun kind of drawn part way. And if you press Q and E, you can switch which side you're sort of like this. If you're coming around the corner like this, you probably want this one. Or if you're coming around like this, you probably want this one. So there's those two things. But another thing you can do, something that I didn't know, is if you hold down the Alt button, you can free look around your character like this, which is very nice and it's pretty helpful to do that. So that's with the Alt button. And one other thing, say you're looking down your sight like this, there's still a little bit of a wobble. It's barely a wobble at all. But if you hold Shift, you'll notice your lungs will show up in the bottom right, and you'll kind of zoom in a little bit more. And your guy's like holding his breath. See the air running out down there? Now, you guy's not that stupid that he'll just hold his breath until he dies. I tried to do that, but it won't work. So he'll automatically start breathing after a while. But it'll give you a second or two here to have a better aim. You know, you hold your breath like that, like a sniper would do. It's cool stuff. Well, that's the end of my little tips and tricks and cool things video. Hopefully there's something in there that you didn't know about that you can use to help you survive on the battlefield, because it's tough. And I'm sure there's a lot of things I haven't thought of. Maybe you know something that I don't. I don't know. If you do, I sure would like to know. Maybe you could leave a little comment down below, because I could use some help on this game too. Anyways, just sharing some of my little tips there with you. So, yeah, I'll see you on the battlefield. Have a good one, everybody. See you later.